What's up everyone, this is your boy Vincent again, fresh off the box, and welcome to another unboxing video. First of all, I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate the support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button at the bottom right corner of your screen. If you see a cartoon icon of myself in the box, just click on that to subscribe to my channel. So anyway, today's review will be about this awesome new figure in front of me, which is the brand new Mini Action Toys 09 Voltron Vehicle Force. So if you're not familiar with Mini Action Toys, they specialize in the smaller versions of the Solo Trogan robots. They're just made out of plastic, not die-cast. So they're just smaller combiner figures, which is pretty awesome. So this is number 9 in the series. They've released, I believe number 1 was Combattler 5, number 2 was Voltus 5, number 3 was Dymos. I forgot the other robots that they've done, but those are the 3 that I remember. I wanted to get him, but I held back. But this is actually my first Mini Action Toys figure. And when they announced Voltron Vehicle Force, I was like, oh, there's going to be a lot of vehicles in it. So I decided to check this out and see myself how good the quality is for these figures. So I'm really excited to unbox this thing. Alright, before we combine the vehicles into Voltron, let's check out the parts and accessories that came with the figure. So as you can see there, the different vehicles are all there. And then you have a face plate right there. Check that out. Looks cool. It's so small. I can't get it. And then you have the blazing sword right here, which is pretty awesome. Check that out. Ooh, nicely painted. I really like the silver finish on it. Wow. That's a cool sword. Man, it's all silver or metallic silver. It's nice. And then let's check out the hand parts here. There's like different hand parts. So you have one that's open that can this is actually for the probably for the gyro blades that you can attach there. So they have it open. I wish you can like take that out. You could just have plain open hands. So I don't know what you can really attach there, but it looks like it's in a, so the hands are on ball pegs right there. And then let's check out the ones that can hold the sword. So these two can actually hold the sword. So, get out. That's cool. And then we'll go ahead and check out the vehicles. All right, so here are the 15 vehicles that combine into Die Ruger 15, or what they call in the US, Voltron Vehicle Force. And unlike the Go Lion or the original Voltron, there's only 5 lions that combine into Voltron. The Vehicle Force has 15, so which is pretty awesome. So these vehicles are separated into 3 teams. We have the air team, which are composed of air vehicles. We have choppers, jets, and then on the middle we have the land team, which is composed of cars and land vehicles. They're very unique land vehicles. And on the right we have the water team or aqua team, which is composed of some sort of these are supposed to be submarines, I think. Yeah, subs, and other aquatic, vehicles. But that's those are the 3 teams that combine into Voltron. All right, so before each vehicle combines into Voltron, each team or vehicle team actually forms into a special type of combination where they form a larger type of vehicle, and which is pretty cool. I think they also show this in the cartoon. And we're gonna start up with the air team, and it will form the Strato Fighter. And here's the Aqua team that forms into the Aqua Fighter. Here is the Aqua Fighter. Here's the land team that forms into the Turbo Terrain Fighter. Here is the Turbo Terrain Fighter. All right, so here are all the team combinations, and they all look great together, man, side by side, as you can see here. Let's start out with the Strato Fighter. Check that out, man. It was really fun combining these vehicles into one, and they look pretty awesome. Nothing was loose. Everything snapped together in place. Nothing, no parts or vehicles are falling off, which is pretty nice. And next up, we have the Aqua Fighter. Check that out. Looks great. And then now we have the Turbo Terrain Fighter. Very nice combination. And now that we have all those combined, we can now form Voltron. Alright, so here is the Motor Vehicle Force or Dairuger 15 combined. Check that out, man. Figure looks good when they're all put together, but there are some gaps here between the joints that you can see, but that's expected. These are just made out of plastic, and I wish the joints would snap on perfectly on some parts, but some issues here that I encountered, the legs come off easily like that. See, check that out. So I don't know how I'm gonna pretty much pose this properly, and we're gonna check out the articulation in a bit. But overall, I think all the vehicles are painted nicely, and when you form into Voltron, it looks pretty good. So one thing I noticed too is when I combine it, he doesn't look like he's standing straight. Yeah, he's crooked. Or he's like, it looks like he's, oh, there you go, pops off again. That's the thing I don't like about this. And aside from that, all right, so they keep on, the legs keep on, or it keeps on detaching. But here is the back part. Check that out. So Okay, so this is what it looks like when you form the mini action toys Voltron vehicle force. All right, so now let's check out the articulation of the figure. Let's start with the head. He can't really look up and down really well because of this thing in the back of his head right there. Very limited on the neck area, but he can go ahead. You can rotate his head. You can look left and right, and then his arms. You can actually lift this up like so. Oops. So make sure the arms are attached properly. So we can lift that up like that. Then he doesn't really have a butterfly joint, so he can't really move the arms, or you can, I don't know if he can really hold this sword with two hands, but you can rotate the arms like that. And then he has elbows too, which is pretty nice, elbow joints right there. And then you can actually rotate the waist, so you can rotate that. That's pretty nice. And also he has an ab crunch, so it's rare to see that in robot, except for Transformers maybe. But for this kind of combining robot, it's cool that they added that. And then his hands or his wrist, you can rotate this. It's on a ball joint, so when you take that off, right? Then the legs are coming off easily, which kind of sucks. All right, so his leg area, you can do the splits this way. So you can do some kicks. There you go. And then also you can move it forward so he can be like in a seated position. Oh, there goes the leg. And the foot. Ah, there you go. So yeah, up there goes his chest area piece. And really starting not to like this figure. It started out so well. I really started to like this figure, but man, combined kind of sucks. All right, and then oops, that's coming off. Let's check out the knees. You can bend his knees that way, and then if you and there you go. Everything is just falling apart now. All right, so his leg area, you can actually pop this off, so you have a wider range of motion for his legs. Check that out, man. So you can really kneel down. Sucks. All right, so yeah, you can check that out. So it gives him a wider range of motion when you bend the knee. All right, there you go. And it comes off again. Comes off. Everything's falling apart. So let's put this back. Oh man, I'm starting to not like this figure a lot. Okay, all right, got it. All right, okay. So now let's move on. Just move on to the ankles. So move on to the feet. You can rotate the feet, and he has some ankle joints there. So make sure you just attach the feet properly, and so you can pose his ankles. Yeah. So same thing here on the right or on the left foot. So that's his ankle joints, and that's Voltron's articulation. All right, so now let's go ahead and use the gyro blades on his shoulders, and they're pretty easy to attach to the hands. So let's go ahead and pop these off like so. There goes the legs again. All right, let's pop this off. There goes the other leg. I'm just gonna take the legs off because it's annoying. So there you go. All right, so now let's attach the hands, or detach the hands first, and then let's attach these hands with the open palms, as you can see there. And there you go. Attach each one. And now let's attach the blades to the hands. So as you can see there, there's a small hole over there. Just attach the blade there. And let's attach this other blade here. And there you go. Voltron with his gyro blades. All right, so now let's use the blazing sword and have Voltron hold it. And he actually has a set of hands that are specifically made to hold the sword. So just slide this in there, and there you go. So let's check out how tall this figure is. He is about 6 inches tall. So that's how tall these mini action toys figures are, and I think that's the average height for them. All right, so now let's compare this mini action toys to some other figures from different brands. So on my left here, I have my Super Minipla Bio Robo, which is a model kit made by Bandai. As you can see there, they're about the same height, but if you scale these in real life, Voltron should be way bigger than Bio Robo. And on the right, I have my super modeling project Voltus 5, which is also made by Bandai. It's also a super mini model kit. But see the difference between this Voltus 5 and this Voltron. Voltron should at least be almost the same size or bigger or taller than Voltus 5. But this is the scale of the mini action toys. So yeah, this is pretty small compared to these two figures. All right, next up we have the Siege Optimus Prime here on the left, made by Hasbro, and on the right we have the Solve again full action Voltus 5. Uh, he's still very small compared to these two figures, especially compared to a Transformer on the left. So overall, this mini action toys Voltron Vehicle Force or Dairuger 15 is just an okay figure for me. I really had high hopes when for this figure, but I was really excited to own it and combine it. But I just got disappointed when I formed it into Voltron. And the vehicles actually look real nice when they're separately. If you put them side by side and form into their own teams, which is pretty cool. I like that can form into these special vehicle combinations for each team. I really like the weapons that came with, pretty much just the blazing sword and the gyro blades here on the shoulders. You know, um, I don't know what other weapons he used in the cartoon. I haven't seen it in a long time, but that's pretty much all the weapons he owns, or that comes with this figure. The articulation, I can't really say a lot of good things about it because whenever I try to move the figure, just the parts fall off. Arms detach, legs detach. So it's okay. To be honest, it's okay. I'm not really super impressed with this. And thinking with this figure when I combine it into Voltron, so some parts you have to detach. Uh, you know, um, so that's the only thing about it. Now that's not a big deal. When you form it into Voltron, and but overall, I'm super disappointed in this figure because I can't even pose it properly without it falling apart. And right now, if I lift this figure up right now, it's just gonna legs are gonna detach and it's gonna fall off. So which kind of sucks about this figure. And very hard to display. If you bump it, if you bump your shelf, it will fall off easily, or it will just fall down. Um, but it looks nice. It looks really nice right now because I had it in this special pose. But later, it's gonna be a pain to just put this in different poses. But it's really up to you if you want to purchase this figure. Just base it off my review. Is it really worth it? I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna force you guys not to buy it, but it looks nice, but I don't think it's worth like $65. That's how much I had to pay for it. So yeah, I think I don't know how the other mini action toys figures are, but this one, it's my first one. I thought it was going to be great, but just I just got disappointed with it. And that was my review of the mini action toys Voltron Vehicle Force, or also known in Japan as the Iruger 15. Check this figure out in hand, man. Here it is. I'll try to be careful with it because it's very fragile and the legs will fall off easily. But yeah, here he is holding his blazing sword. I mean, the figure looks nice combined, but I think with all the issues that I encountered with him combined into bot mode, I prefer to probably display this in vehicle mode. You know, all the vehicles look really nice individually together when you line up side by side, you know, but yeah, I just got disappointed when they formed it into Voltron. But if you want this figure right now, he's going for like $65 retail. He's pretty much out everywhere right now. I'll be posting some links where you can purchase him. And if you collect action toys, maybe there's something for you, you know, but you know, I really wanted a small Voltron vehicle force figure. You know, I thought this was gonna be it, but I think I'm gonna put this back in the box and not even display it because it's very fragile and it's kind of flimsy, you know, because of the attachment to the legs. And not a big fan of that, you know. And yeah, this figure, I really had high hopes for this figure, but it's really up to you if you want to purchase it and you want to add it to your collection. But just already showed you different aspects of it, and you know, hopefully you make the right decision. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate the support, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.